As we commemorate here in Ottawa and around the world, we are reminded that in the middle of the madness that befell our country in 1994, the courageous men and women of the Rwandan Patriotic Army, led by His Excellency President Paul Kagame, were fighting tirelessly to stop the genocide.
Le thème de la commémoration cette année, se souvenir, unifier et renouveler, nous rappelle l'impressionnante résilience dont ont fait preuve le peuple rwandais au fil des dernières décennies.
Nous nous souvenons de celles et ceux qui nous étaient très chers, parents et grands-parents, époux et épouses, enfants et petits-enfants, sœurs et frères, cousins et cousines, tantes, oncles, fiancés, amis, connaissances et beaucoup d'autres.
uraho rwigabiza twitaga runihura ingogo nawe ntacyabukura twitaga nkubito gakindi bizimungu n'agatera twitaga imbogo nimwakire ntashye zabo mwasize twese turabibuka cyane mu bitaramo no mu nkera zo ku mugote.
I can see you have the signs. I can see on your face, you know why we are here. On est ici pour célébrer la 24e commémoration du génocide contre les Tutsis du Rwanda, le génocide qui a été commis en 1994. We are here to commemorate on 24th times the genocide against the Tutsi of Rwanda. I have to insist on saying the genocide against the Tutsi because we saw many signs, we saw many speeches this week saying the Rwandan genocide. There's no such thing as Rwandan genocide. There was no genocide against a country. There was a genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda. C'est un génocide contre les Tutsis du Rwanda qui a été commis. Plus d'1 million de Rwandais, de Tutsis, leurs amis, ceux qui ne voulaient pas être impliqués pendant le génocide ont été tués. We are here for our families, our children, our friends, our schoolmates, our neighbors, people we knew. We are here to remember them. It's not just 1 million. They had names, they had goals, they had things to achieve. They didn't have that right, they didn't have that privilege just because they were Tutsi. So before we start the ceremonies, I'm going to invite Gael to come here. We're going to sing the national anthem. Wuje imisozi ibiyaga n'ibirunga ngo byiduhetse gahoranisha reka tukurate tukuvuga ibigwi wowe utubumbiye hamwe twese abanyarwanda uko watubyaye berwa sugira singizwa iteka au Canada, terre de nos aïeux, ton front est saint de fleurons glorieux, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious remember, we are going to show our respect by taking a minute of silence. Please join us here. On va prendre une minute de silence pour nous rappeler la vie des nôtres que nous n'avons pas pu partager. Thank you for keeping the silence. Silence means a lot for the genocide survivors. We had to survive in silence. You had to keep the silence to survive. The word didn't say anything. That's the silence we remember today too. So I'm inviting today the president of Humura, Ghislain, to address the assembly.
Bonjour mesdames et messieurs, distingués invités. Mwaramutseho abateranye hano mwese, abacitse ku icumu, n'abandi mwese mwaje kwibuka abacu bazize Jenoside yakorewe Abatutsi. Merci d'être venu commémorer pour la 24e fois le génocide perpétré contre les Tutsis. Je vous invite à garder une minute de silence pendant que je vous nomme quelques-uns des victimes du génocide que nous commémorons aujourd'hui. Thank you all for being here with us to commemorate the genocide against the Tutsi. I invite you now to keep silence for 2 minutes as I read some of their names. Hezidyayo Benoit, Hezidyayo Arlette, Hezidyayo Frère Grégoire, Nkurunziza Olivier, Mugisha Digne, Ndayisaba Rusezerangabo Isaac, Munyangeri Dieudonné, Kanyemera Damien, Bazina Basile, Kalamage Calixte, Kalisa Calixte, Kaiganwa Macrine, Muchunguzi Mariette, Mukangamije Thérèse, Edouard Kamanzi, Séraphine Mugore Windekwe, Grace Mutangampundu, Useruka Benoît. Mesdames et messieurs, nous voilà réunis ici devant le Parlement du Canada pour nous souvenir de celles et ceux dont la vie a été enlevée, pour avoir commis le seul crime d'être né Tutsi. Ce crime de naître, ce crime d'être, fut le seul motif d'être massacré. Nous nous souvenons de celles et ceux qui nous étaient très chers, parents et grands-parents, époux et épouses, enfants et petits-enfants, sœurs et frères, cousins et cousines, tantes, oncles, fiancés, amis, connaissances et beaucoup d'autres. Ils avaient des noms et des visages, des ambitions et des rêves. Ils étaient vivants et ils voulaient vivre eux aussi. Mais voilà une campagne haineuse et raciste orchestrée et propagée par les gouvernements ayant gouverné le Rwanda depuis son indépendance les avait présentés comme étant des êtres nuisibles. Serpents, cancrelats étaient les mots qu'on utilisait pour les décrire. En 1994, lorsque la masse Hutu a été appelée et encouragée à se débarrasser des Tutsis, la propagande étatique a persuadé les Hutus que l'extermination des Tutsis était leur seul moyen de préserver leur sécurité et leur pouvoir. Mesdames, Messieurs, Pourquoi devrions-nous rappeler que les nôtres ont été massacrés pour ce qu'ils étaient? Pourquoi devrions-nous insister que la mémoire soit préservée? Et pour ne plus jamais ça. Parce qu'on ne peut pas prétendre à l'humanité si sa destruction ne nous interpelle pas. Et parce que la mémoire est notre point d'appui pour envisager l'avenir. Every year here in the Ottawa-Gatineau area, as in many Canadian cities, we commemorate the genocide of the Tutsi. We remember our family members and others who are dear to us. Unfortunately, as survivors of this genocide, we still lack a memorial site, a place to which we can go to deposit a flower for a family member or on the date they were killed, or any other day we feel the need. A memorial site would be part of our healing process. Today, 1 year before the 25th commemoration of the genocide against the Tutsi, we expressed this need to have a memorial site to remember the victims of the Tutsi genocide here in the National Capital Region, not only for the survivors' sake, but also for all Canadians and for humanity, in order to recall the need to always say no to genocidal ideology, discrimination, and intolerance. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on this day of remembrance, we call upon you all so that together we may counter the ever-intensifying genocide denial, extremism, revisionism, and hatred. In so doing, we will honor the memory of our loved ones, ensure the integrity of the survivors, so that Rwanda's history may contribute to build a better world, free of hate, a world free of genocide. Mesdames et messieurs, les activités officielles de la 24e commémoration du génocide des Tutsis du Rwanda sont prévues du 7 avril au 29 avril 2018 dans la région, ici de la région de la capitale canadienne. Cet après-midi, nous vous invitons à rester avec nous lors de la marche commémorative qui va suivre et qui aura pour destination la salle de conférence de la ville d'Ottawa, où pendant 2 heures se tiendra une conférence dont le thème porte sur la transmission de la mémoire du génocide des Tutsis. Pour la suite, en date du 22 avril, une messe commémorative sera organisée à l'église Notre-Dame de l'Île à Gatineau. Et enfin, les cérémonies de clôture auront lieu le 29 avril à la Maison du Citoyen à Gatineau. Je vous invite tous à rester des nôtres durant cette période commémorative. Mukomere.
Je voudrais inviter Honorable Nathalie Desrosiers, MPP Ottawa-Vanier.
Merci d'être ici. Je suis ici au nom du gouvernement de l'Ontario pour m'unir avec vous et dénoncer la haine et commémorer aujourd'hui le génocide contre les Tutsis. Nous sommes ici pour nous souvenir. Nous sommes ici to remember. We are here to remember here in front of Parliament on the unceded territory of the Algonquin and Anishinaabe. We are here to remember the people who died solely because they were Tutsi, the people who died because they opposed the genocide, and we are here to take notice. We are here to remember their memory forever. On veut aussi honorer la mémoire et la résilience du peuple de Rwanda, et nous voulons continuer de nous unir contre la haine et la discrimination. We celebrate the resilience of the survivors, and we unite us with them to counter hate, to counter discrimination, and to counter injustice. Nous promettons d'ici de ne jamais oublier que c'est notre responsabilité à tous et à tous de nommer la haine et de refuser qu'elle entre dans nos cœurs. Je vous remercie. Miigwech, merci.
The genocide against the Tutsi was not the first genocide. Here we have the Armenian community, and I would like to invite the representative, please, to.
Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Ghislaine. It's once again an honor for us, and we thank the Humura Association for giving us the honor to once again join you on this solemn occasion. And I wouldn't say to grieve with you, because today is a day of remembrance, but at the same time, as the Honorable Member mentioned, it's a day of resilience, a day of courage, a day of reflecting back and looking back in history, and for a moment to think about the horror the Tutsi community, the Tutsi minority in Rwanda went through, but nonetheless today they remain together, they're committed to their history, they're committed to their culture, and they continue to keep the spirit of their victims alive, because the victims did not die for nothing. They died for freedom, they died for dignity, and they died for their identity. Unfortunately, to this day, we see a lot of governments still not realizing the horrors of hate and bigotry. They continue to remain incompliant to international calls of respecting human rights, respecting the fundamental freedoms of people, and especially minorities around the world, without realizing that it was only 24 years ago when the Rwandan Tutsi community went through something that was nothing short of genocide, hate speech, and warmongering. It's hard to believe that it's been already 24 years. I remember I was a child when we used to see footage of the Tutsi genocide, and it's amazing that here on the blessed soil of Canada we can come together with different ethnic communities as well and remember and pay our respects to the victims. I would say that on behalf of the Armenian National Committee of Canada and the entire Armenian Canadian community, we continue to remain in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in the Tutsi community, and we are proud of our partnership and long-standing cooperation with the Humura Association. Thank you very much, and God bless. Thank you.
Present also is the representative of the Jewish community. Please join us on stage.
Thank you all. It is my honor to be here on behalf of the Jewish community of Canada to join your community in marking the 24th anniversary of the beginning of the 1994 genocide of the Tutsis in Rwanda. Out of the ashes of the Holocaust, the Jewish community, together with decent communities and decent countries around the world, have expressed a universal declaration of never again. This genocide is a shameful reminder of humanity's seemingly unlimited capacity for mass murder and of our own failure to keep that simple promise. The Jewish community stands in solidarity with the victims of genocide in Rwanda and around the world as we commemorate those murdered and stand with the survivors. As a Jewish community, we know it is our solemn duty to ensure we never forget and to speak out to prevent further atrocity. Today, we must renew our commitment together and reaffirm the collective promise of never again. And we do so as your brothers and sisters, sharing in your pain, knowing the anguish your community continues to feel. We will remember and we will teach so that future generations will not know these horrors. Thank you so much.
Thank you to all communities who joined us here. We know you know what it means to be a survivor of a genocide. We have also the representative of the government and different part of the government. Je voudrais inviter Honorable Greg Fergus, MP.
Merci beaucoup, Denise. Bonjour à vous tous. Moi, je suis ici en tant que camier de la communauté, allié et député de Hollermer. Et je dois vous dire que c'est ma 5e année que je suis ici pour commémorer avec vous le génocide des Tutsis au Rwanda. Et j'aimerais vous parler d'une réflexion que j'ai eue tout récemment. Cette année, l'Association parlementaire Canada-Afrique, dont je suis membre, nous avons tenté de visiter le Rwanda et aussi le Kenya. Et à la dernière minute, malheureusement, on n'a pas pu recevoir nos visas pour rentrer au Rwanda. Et c'est dommage, parce que c'est tellement important pour les parlementaires canadiens d'avoir la chance de voir de leurs propres yeux ce qui se passe actuellement au Rwanda. Et la réflexion que j'aimerais partager avec vous, c'est la question du hasard et la question quand on fait des choses d'exprès. C'est le hasard que moi je suis né de mes parents. C'est du hasard que vous étiez né, vous aussi, de vos parents. Mais ce n'était pas du hasard qu'on avait toléré, encouragé les paroles de haine et les actes criminels et tellement haineux qu'on le considère un génocide. Ce n'était pas du hasard. Mais ce n'est pas du hasard non plus que nous sommes tous rassemblés ici pour commémorer ceux qui ont perdu leur vie, puis de faire un acte de foi pour plus jamais qu'on va laisser ça continuer ailleurs dans le monde. And I say this because we are right now experiencing something which we said after the Armenian genocide, after the Jewish Holocaust, after the Tutsi genocide in Rwanda, where we said never again. We are now faced with a similar situation with the Rohingya people. So I ask all of you, brothers and sisters, do not let this be chance or accident. Let us act purposefully to make sure that we call it out and work toward making sure that this will never again happen. Merci beaucoup.
When we began, we had the both national anthems. We had Canada and we had Rwanda. I would like to invite the representative of the Canadian government, and please join us.
Madame la chargée d'affaires, Excellences, dear members of Parliament, members of the Canadian Association of Rwandan Genocide Survivors, friends of Rwanda, mesdames et messieurs. I'm honored to be gathered amongst you today to commemorate the 24th anniversary of the horrendous genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda, and in solemn remembrance of all those who opposed it and paid the ultimate price with their lives. Au nom du gouvernement du Canada, je remercie le Haut Commissariat de la République de Rwanda et l'Association canadienne des survivants du génocide rwandais pour organiser cet rassemblement. Je vous félicite. Aujourd'hui, nous pouvons ensemble joindre notre voix et celle des Rwandaises et Rwandais qui, partout dans le monde, honorent les mémoires des victimes de cette tragédie. Nous tenons à exprimer notre respect pour les survivants et pour tous ceux et celles qui ont consacré leur vie à la reconstruction et à la réconciliation de leur famille et de leur communauté. Over 2 decades have passed since the horrors of the genocide, and my heart goes out to all those who've been tragically affected, millions upon millions. And my hands are frozen, so just wait. On behalf of the Government of Canada, I take no responsibility for the weather. We have to remember this heinous crime. We also acknowledge those who demonstrated incredible courage and bravery, not only in refusing to take part in the killings, but also in standing by their Rwandan kin, family, and friends, and trying to protect them at the cost of their own lives. The fact that so many lost their lives in trying to commit charitable acts and to protect the innocent is a testament to the humanity and decency of the individual human nature. La thème de la commémoration cette année, se souvenir, unifier et renouveler, nous rappelle l'impressionnante résilience dont ont fait preuve le peuple rwandais au fil des dernières décennies. Chers amis rwandaises et rwandais, l'esprit de réconciliation qui vous habite et qui est à la base de la reconstruction sociale et physique de votre pays est remarquable et inspirant. Le dévouement du gouvernement de Rwanda à faire du pays une œuvre de paix et de prospérité, où les femmes et les jeunes sont au cœur des priorités, est tout simplement remarquable. Ceci reflète en grande partie pourquoi nous sommes aussi fiers de compter le Rwanda comme un partenaire important aux Afriques. Ensemble, nous faisons la promotion de solutions aux enjeux mondiaux contemporains dont les changements climatiques et l'autonomisation des femmes. Ensemble, nous travaillons à assurer le maintien de la paix dans le monde, comme le reflète notre travail commun sur les principes de Kigali, visant à protéger les civils, et maintenant les principes de Vancouver, pour prévenir le recrutement et de l'utilisation d'enfants soldats. Et ensemble, nous comprenons aussi l'importance pour nos sociétés d'investir dans la jeunesse et de faire une place à la prochaine génération dans nos institutions afin de bâtir un avenir meilleur. Our cooperation values and fosters the economic development principles that are the foundations of the resilience of future generations, not only here, but especially in other parts of the world where they don't enjoy the same advantages that we as Canadians do. In the words of the Prime Minister, of our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, we're strong not in spite of our differences, but because of them. And it's by addressing today's challenges in an inclusive and tolerant fashion that we can help prevent the resurgence of the hatred that led to the 1994 genocide. My sincere gratitude again for allowing me to participate in this solemn and dedicated ceremony. Merci encore.
Merci beaucoup, Honorable Leslie. Je voudrais maintenant inviter le représentant du Haut-Commissariat du Rwanda au Canada, Madame Shakira Mutoni.
Honorable Andrew Leslie, Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, members of Parliament, Excellencies, Ambassadors and High Commissioners present here, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Mr. Ghislain, President of Humura Association, Friends of Rwanda present here, fellow Rwandans, distinguished guests, Excellences, Mesdames et Messieurs, bon après-midi. Here we are, yet again, gathered at this honorable place to pay tribute to the more than 1 million innocent victims of the 1994 genocide against Tutsi in Rwanda. The genocide against Tutsi was not an accident. It was a crime well planned, based on an ideology that was sown among the citizens for a long time by the then government. Between April and July 1994, a total of 1,074,017 people were brutally killed, as shown in a research conducted in 2000 by the Rwandan Ministry of Local Government. We are here to remember this sad history and to ensure that we take all necessary measures so that it doesn't happen again. Healing from this traumatic past is a long and personal journey that each survivor tries to travel to heal the mental, physical, and moral wounds. Therefore, we come together today to show solidarity and support to all those who survived that tragedy. As we commemorate here in Ottawa and around the world, we are reminded that in the middle of the madness that befell our country in 1994, the courageous men and women of the Rwandan Patriotic Army, led by His Excellency President Paul Kagame, were fighting tirelessly to stop the genocide. Many of those heroes paid the ultimate price. To all of them, we say thank you for your sacrifice. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the theme for this year's commemoration is Remember, Unite, Renew. This theme was chosen with the aim to remember the people murdered in Rwanda and to show solidarity with the survivors. The objective is also to illustrate the ability of the Rwandan people to unite and reconcile through shared human values and appreciate their determination to renew their country. As we remember, our focus is to revive the Rwandan values of resilience, self-worth, respect, and dignity, and focus on pursuing a vision of transformation to ensure that genocide never happens again. For the catastrophe, we are building an entirely new and modern nation. Distinguished guests, over the last 24 years, Rwanda has invested in rebuilding its institutions and economy. To bring perpetrators of the genocide to justice, the United Nations has conducted more than 70 tribunal cases. Rwandan courts have tried up to 20,000 individuals, and the country's Gacaca courts have handled some 1.2 million additional cases. Incredibly, unity and reconciliation efforts have yielded impressive results, where survivors and former killers now can live side by side. Let me take this opportunity to commend Canada and other countries for their cooperation with the judiciary of Rwanda to extradite, deport, or put perpetrators on trial. The work is far from being done. Many more are still hiding. Strengthening this cooperation will allow to send a clear signal that Canada is not a safe land for criminals. Excellences, Mesdames et Messieurs, cette année marque le 24e anniversaire du génocide des Tutsis au Rwanda. Ici, à Ottawa, nous nous joignons au reste du monde en recueillement dans le souvenir et au vœu d'union et de renaissance. Nous sommes ici pour nous souvenir que plus d'1 million de victimes innocentes ont été sauvagement tuées. Et nous rendons hommage à la bravoure et à la résilience des survivants. Les défis de l'après-génocide sont énormes. Cependant, le Rwanda continue à renforcer sa capacité d'unir son peuple grâce à sa politique d'unité et réconciliation, même après une tragédie aussi colossale que le génocide. Les Rwandais sont plus que jamais déterminés à régénérer leur pays et à poser les jalons d'un avenir sûr et prospère. Ladies and gentlemen, before I end my remarks, I would like to emphasize the importance of fighting genocide denial and ideology because this remains a big challenge. It has become almost a norm that every year, prior to the commemoration period, countless articles, books, documentaries will be released around the world, including here in Canada, with the sole objective to deny the genocide against Tutsi. Time has come for every democratic country to initiate a legislation that criminalizes the denial of genocide. I would like to commend the United Nations General Assembly for unanimously adopting a decision on the International Day of Reflection on the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda, a decision that corrects inaccuracies that existed in the previous resolution, which omitted to name the Tutsis as a group targeted for extermination. These inaccuracies are often used by deniers in their attempt to rewrite history. Excellences, Mesdames et Messieurs, en conclusion, j'aimerais encore une fois vous remercier de vous joindre à nous en ce début de la semaine commémorative où nous rendons hommage à nos parents, amis et toutes les victimes du génocide des Tutsis de 1994. As President Kagame said this morning in Kigali at the beginning of the commemoration period, and I quote, "Remembering is about being aware of the truth of our history, that it's our history and that we must remain united. This will be the foundation of rebuilding Rwanda and moving forward." Bavandimwe duteraniye hano dukomeze gufatana mu mugongo mu kwibuka abacu bazize uko Imana yabaremye, ariko tunaharanira kubaka igihugu cyacu kikaba igihugu cy'amahoro, iterambere n'umutekano ku banyarwanda bose. Murakoze cyane. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
Gahunda ikurikiyeho, I'm going to speak in English and French. Don't worry. Just give me a few seconds. Gahunda ikurikiyeho tugiye gukora urugendo mu mutuzo.
twitaga runihura ingogo nawe ntacyabukura twitaga nkubito gakindi bizimungo n'agatera twitaga imbogo nimwakire ntashye zabo mwasize twese turabibuka cyane mu bitaramo no mu nkera zo ku mugote. Gashayija na Nzirumbanje mukomeza Marishari na Bizimungu Jean de Dieu nimudusuhurize na ba mwarimu Kabayiza, Buturo, Gashotsi, Kagabo, Nkubiri na Ruvugabigwi. Mudusuhurize musirikare Rufara na Kaboyi bibwiri n'Akarahamuheto na Shogoza bo mu Kinzuzi. Munadusuhurize n'abari inshuti zo ku Mugote nka Ruzibiza Fideli na Nkurikiyimana Deo n'abandi bose.